John Paul ba to? Wait lang,
Yes
kinamo.
po,
Yes,
yes po.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Si John
Oo,
Paul yun.
thank you sa feedback. Sige, sige, sige. Og kato, sige lang dyan kong ingon. Pero I will really try my best kay it's about time na gyud nga ma-release ang remaining na mga courses, no? Og kato, sige, sige guys. At least na, ano na dyan nyo ba, na-view na gid ninyo tong um, crypto course. So yeah, let's follow up with the blockchain and the Web3.
Anya, 'di ba yung ano yung button na login at saka sign up nandun siya sa loob ng hamburger yata yung tawag niya. Mm. So kagabi hindi ko siya nakita doon. Tapos nag-try ako kanina hapon. So nakita ko na siya. Tapos naka-create na ako ng account. Kaso nung pag-create ko ng account, sabi niya successful pero may nag-pop up din is na error. Hindi ko alam kung anong...
Sige, we'll try to check, no? Sa mga errors na yan. Thank you pala, John Paul, for saying, no? At least, na-aware kami sa ganyan error. Kasi yun nga, still in data rin. Hello, guys!
Thank you.
Thank you rin.
Kain pala tayo.
Bye. Yan. So, hopefully, nakapunan na kayo, guys, no? Actually, you can listen naman kahit kumakain. Hello, Alfie and Nilmar. Of course, John Paul. Just for them. Yeah, so, announcement. Good, great announcement nga pala, guys. Wow. Grabe naman maka-great. By this week, siguro, mag-post na kami ng graphics, no? Or post for the internship program. So yeah, you will know this week. For we will start this week the application of for internship program. So if you are interested na mag-gain ng experience, feel free na mag-apply. We'll consider it, no? Hello, Busted Elbow, musta? Hopefully maganda yung weekends nyo, guys, no? And of course, weekdays. And of course, ngayon. Oh, another session na naman natin. Panibago na namang knowledge na malalaman natin. We will also be doing by next week siguro, we will go back, no? Parang updates sa UX na industry. Marami kasing update talaga sa UX na industry, especially sa mga style trends. But again, sabi nga ni Don Norman, if you will create designs, make it timeless. No, kasi design trends go by lang talaga. They come and go. But following guidelines or design guidelines, UX design guidelines we have mentioned, no, on our previous sessions is timeless. Sabi nga, kasi you can apply it to any design style guide, right? And also, sabi rin ni Adham Danaway, you can do complex website designs but prefer minimalist ones kasi doon pa rin sa sinabi ni Don Norman na design style come and go. Design style trends come and go. Yun, so focus talaga sa yun about timeless na mga guidelines. Let's wait for others, guys, na 8:12 siguro, mga 8:15 na lang. Grabe naman, sensitive naman ang mic. Makarinig lahat. Pati paghingay. You can suggest content guys or topics na gusto nyong i-topic natin. You can suggest that one. I will consider it naman. For example, you're curious about let's say design thinking process or basta mga kahit anong topic, no? Suggest nyo. I will try na daanan yan. Actually, we can choose it as topic, no, for an entire mentorship session. Of course, if by popular demand naman. Eh, malapit na. Yeah. Let's siguro mga soon, let's do design challenges siguro. Gusto nyo ba yan, guys? At least you can try, no? Talaga with and then we give time para give feedback sa design. Probably do that sooner. So okay, so 8:50 na guys, no? Hello pala. Welcome sa another session of our design for everyone. Ngayon, sabi ko nga, we will be tackling about typography, no? Which is yun, mga fonts, typefaces, you know the gist, no? So, but first, no, why do designers care, no, about typography, right? So, let me ask you a question, guys. You can send on the chats, no? Ano yung unang word na, or unang something, unang something na may isip nyo when we say the word typography or typefaces?
Font?
Yeah, fonts. Sabi ni Alfie. Style of fonts. Sabi ni Bastard Elbow. Okay. So, wala na ba?
Fonts din. Yun lang siguro.
Yeah, so, by popular na mga perception talaga or intuition, of course, typography, we can think of fonts, no? Fonts, style of fonts, yun. But typography, guys, by definition, is the art of reading experience, no? And stylistic expression, right? It's how we use text, right? Or how we effectively use text to communicate basically any message we want. But effectively, no, you can communicate a message, guys, but it doesn't mean it doesn't always mean effective siya, right? So that's where typography comes in, no? So actually, yun nga, it's the decision we make, how we applied, which is applied to text or mga principles na kailangan natin malaman so we can use text no effectively, and of course effective means efficient then. Now I have divided this into 3 parts, guys, no, right? So basically first is foundation, no, introduction to typography. This is the first topic which we will be tackling this session. Second one is guidelines na kailangan nyo malaman in principles in using typography, no? And then, of course, kagaya ng caller natin, how to apply these principles or how to choose font, no, for your own design. So basically 3 parts then. So collect din kayo mga props, guys, for these 3 sessions. So for ngayon, of course, we will be tackling about typography, no, or foundational intro. Yun nga, good typography, guys, is within everyone's reach. Any designer can learn, or any people, kahit hindi mga designer, can learn how to use or how to learn typography, no? And as with anything, it starts with fundamentals, no, or mga basics. So yun, it's possible, guys, to do great designs or create great designs, but with poor application of typography, right? And if we reverse it, guys, it's also possible to create something na hindi maganda pero visually pero good application of typography, you know. But the ultimate goal, guys, is to both create a great design and also use great typography principles effectively, right? So, but all of this things, guys, we will be tackling that on other session. But today we will be discussing the basics. Some of the information here you already probably know, but it's good thing na mag-refresh rin about these things. So, but first, example. It's possible to have an ingredients, no, a complete ingredients to cook a meal, but the way to cook it best, no, is to be learned, right? If you don't know how to cook them, the ingredients, or in our case, the visual elements will be useless, no, in terms of design, or in this case, in terms of pagluluto. But sa tingin nyo, guys, ano ba yung difference between typography, typefaces versus fonts, no? Chat nyo, guys, no? But as much as possible, guys, be intuitive as much as possible, meaning don't search muna, no? Try your imagination or thinking flow muna, so you can practice thinking talaga. Kasi not only in programming but also in design, you need to think. Kasi magsusolve ka rin ng problem. So, what do you think the difference between typography, typefaces, and fonts? So, tingin nyo. Ano ba ang kaibahan ng tatlo? Wala ba dyan? No, walang maling answers, guys, ah. Kahit anong perception nyo of difference between the three. Sa tingin nyo, ano yung difference, no? Kasi although we use this words, but there are times na we do not really actually understand, no, what it means. There are words na pwede mong gamitin interchangeably, but again, understanding the foundation of words or the fundamental words is important in understanding to complex words, no? Kasi walang building na matatayo if walang basic foundation na ilalagay. So, sa tingin nyo, what is the difference of typography and typefaces and fonts, right? Kasi minsan mga designer, they use typefaces, they use fonts interchangeably, which is okay lang naman, but we need to understand what is the difference. Wala ba yan, guys?
Ano, I don't, para sa ako, ang typography is something bitaw, readable siya. Like, anang,
Mhm.
yeah, parang something related sa how readable your font. Tapos yung typefaces, something kanang, unsa siya, nabi siya kurbada,
Mhm.
or may mga design nga mga, ang fonts naman is, like, in general, typography,
Ah,
typefaces.
so, yun yung difference ni John Paul, no? Actually, he's not far from what does these words actually mean. Now, pero yun nga, isa-isahin natin kung ano nga ba. Sabi ni Basta Delbo, typography, the decision making. Typefaces is the font family. Then anong font is yung regular and bold. Okay? Then Marv, if typography, font plus calligraphy. So, all valid answers, guys, no? But, on definition, typography, guys, is the technique. Sabi ko nga before, it's actually a hint. Technique and principles in communicating text effectively and efficiently. Typography, guys, is the equivalent of color theory, right? There are colors and there are theory for colors, right? Typography is similar to the word color theory, but for fonts. So this is typography. Now, typefaces are the specific design, right, of the character, alphabet, style, weight, variation. Yun, yung sabi ni Busted Elbow and ni John Paul, and then, yun. Yun ang typeface, which is basically different families, right? Now, fonts, contrary to popular belief, is the literal digital files na ginagamit natin. Right? We install it, we download it, and then install it. So that is fonts, the literal digital files. Na ang laman is typefaces, which has bold fonts, weights, italics, something like that. So that is the difference between the three. Right? So at least na alam nyo na. So that, yes, yeah, tama Nilmarf, no? We should use the word typefaces, but again, if you are not, if you're speaking to a general public, you can use fonts naman, but in terms of understanding terms of design, it's important na malaman the difference. So in most cases, guys, the default fonts in our design apps is already enough, no? We already have so many fonts sa basically sa device natin na it's enough na it is both, we can understand it how, but understanding how to use different ways, styles, mga spacing, ganon, is allows us to be a good designer or to be a better designer. Now, why does learning typography is important? Of course, mostly sa mga siguro sa mga sagot nyo is of course for visual aesthetic, no? But actually there are things other than visual aesthetic like readability, accessibility, brand identity, and overall user experience. Now, like any aspect of design, guys, typography, di ba, previously we mentioned that color can affect emotion. Yun na yun sa typography. This is not my word, guys, no? Do not take my word, but it is from a study rin that how you present text and how you style it can evoke emotions then. So that's why you can see in poems and literature, iba-iba ginagamit nila. So typography is important then as much as other design elements sa design. So for example, a type, guys, is meant to be read, no? So yung focus ng users natin or yung readers natin is sa words themselves. So what this means? It means that typography, guys, should be deliberately or chosen, no? And should be strategically decided, right? Kasi yun nga, typography, guys, often works in the background more than any other aspect of visual design, right? So So typography deserves like deserve no to honor the content, right? For example, like wait lang. Parang may error sa ano natin. Wait lang guys, give me a sec. Okay lang pala. Akala ko. So, for example, yun nga, design should serve or serve to honor the content, no? Like, if it's a book, it should serve its purpose for a book, a portfolio website, or e-commerce app, resume, or anything, no? Even for a word logo, no? One word logo. So, on the flip side, guys, a lazy or pangit na typography can literally ruin the reading experience no para sa reader. Kasi we may think that it's a small thing, no? It doesn't really matter, but it matters, guys. No? For example, imagine you go to an art gallery, right? And then you notice a painting na parang tabingi, right? So we and then kahit siya lang isa, mostly tabingi, and then we see other stuff na makakita but they don't really arrange it or straighten it. It makes us think na they don't really take the gallery seriously, no? Or take the art in the gallery seriously, no? Or haven't made the effort to present it in a way na best possible way, right? So, for example, guys, this example for this one is a bad typography, guys, no? Because it has a wide column, right? In magazines, guys, that's why you see in magazines and blog articles, guys, they compress the text to not to a narrow na margin or yung parang mali lang kasi when we have these wide columns, guys, it is hard for the eye na makita yung next line kasi sobrang mahaba. Another example of bad typography is when there is a different character from a language. If you see the title, guys, without seeing the letter C na iba, you will think na maganda yung design niya. But the time na you see the different design, it will affect your perception of the title, right? That's one example. Another is the spacing, right? We just going through, guys, yung mga example of bad typography. Will proceeding after this one. So this is also a bad typography kasi sobrang haba ng vertical spacing, right? It detached from its content, which is problematic. Yun nga, poor typography, guys, always results in a bad overall design, right? Kasi if we don't take time to consider the way message is presented sa mga reader natin, we run the risk of sending the wrong message, no? Yung mga readers natin the text that we are trying to yung i-present may be perceived differently by the reader, right? It suggests na to our reader now we don't really care about the message at all if we don't use good typographic practice. So yun nga. So for example, we have for developers dyan, we have FOIT and FOOUT. Familiar ba kayo dito, guys? Alam mo ba kung ano to? FOIT and FOUT? Wala. So sa mga hindi nakakalam, FOIT, guys, stands for Flash of Invisible Text. Ito yung cases na when we load the website, right? There are times na the text will not render immediately, right? Mag-wait pa ng ilang seconds before mag-render kasi based siguro sa network na error or something like that. Now, we may think na parang wala lang siya. Parang it doesn't really matter kasi mag-load din naman after some time. But there are really case, guys, na it's problematic, no? I'll give you an example. We have an example. Makita ba dyan? Sige nga. So, Oh, okay, hindi makita. So I will show you guys no. We have some the myth Promni web font problem no. Pakita ko sa inyo. So this is one example of FOIT na error. Kasi it's about someone or from politics. We don't really need to but when they load the website, it looks like this no. It says Mitt Romney is officially running for president, right? It is misleading kasi the website loads the not last, di ba? Kasi it's supposedly Mitt Romney is officially not running for president. And then we have this one kasi yung not have the different style, so it loads last, right? But because of FOIT guys, right? FOIT, it causes this problem, no? That's why it's important talaga na to know, no, what practices should we follow. So let's go back sa ating And then sa FOUT, ito for developers, you guys are already familiar with this one. FOUT guys is when the website loaded, but the website loaded pero hindi pa lumabas yung original text, right? If you visit the caveguild.xyz guys, you will see the initial font na ginamit, and then we'll load the actual font na gusto namin gamitin. So FOUT stands for I think flash of unstyled text. Oh yes. Yun ang natin. This is some of the examples of we need to know how to use font, not only as a developer no, but also as a designer. So for example, this one, it's this one, the use of italic guys, the use of proper na mga is important rin kasi it radically change the meaning of a sentence, right? If you emphasize any word of this one, it changes the meaning entirely. Of course, sa atin na mga not so English readers, it doesn't really matter. But for English readers, especially, sa mga, mostly sa mga users, if you have a website, will matter. This will matter now. So that is an example. So let's proceed to typographic classifications. So with so many typefaces, guys, which one, right? Which one should we wait lang guys. Saan na yan? So with so many typefaces guys, which one should we pick, right? Kasi although there are sobrang rami ng fonts sa mundo or typefaces sa mundo, it both a convenient kasi you can pick anything, but it's also an overwhelming task. Kasi if you don't know what to do, you will misunderstand the classification. So we will be describing classifications here, right? This is as direct as possible, guys. No, some of you may already know this one, but this is the 6 common classifications of typefaces. We have serifs, sans serifs, slab serifs, monospace, script or handwriting, and display. We will be describing the difference, guys. Of course, the common ones, the very common ones, is which is serif. Serif refers to anything na any font face na may parang character stroke sa end ng letters nila or sa mga, let's say, corners of of the end. So that's called serifs, guys, or serif fonts or serif typeface. They have serifs. This is called serif. So that is the most common type, For example, this one I use the Times New Roman, which uses serif type of typeface. Another is sans serif. So sans, guys, basically means no, meaning it basically means no serif, right? Or without serif. Sans is a French word, guys, So it's basically says without serif. So it refers to fonts na normal lang. For this one, wala yung parang may buntot. So yeah, it's sans serif. Now we have slab serif, right? What is the difference? This one, most designer confused by this na serif, kasi basically slab serif guys are like serifs, a sans serif, but has a serif na stroke. The difference is between serif and sans serif. Sans serif, I mean slab serif, respect the stroke, or yung gaano ba kakapal, right? Yung stroke ng letters. For example, this one, the size with this one and then size with this one is same to this one. Compared sa sans serif, which is does not respect the which is dito maliit, dito taba, and then dito maliit. So that is slab serif. And then mostly sa slab serif guys is ended with a corner. I mean straight corner instead sa na may pa-curve sa serif. So that is slab serif. That's why it's called slab, kasi slab is flat na And then another is monospace. So for those who didn't know guys, monospace are for those who didn't know, every letter sa isang typeface guys has their own width, or yung parang width. Oh, yeah, alam yung Tagalog ng width. Kalimutan ko. Yung parang basta parang pahaba niya. So each font, for example, letter I has a narrower width than letter Z. Kasi yung Z malaki siya, pahaba. Pero yung I mapayat siya. So that is spacing, no? Sa mostly sa serif, slab serif, and sans serif. Now, in monospace guys, all letters, kahit I pa yan, kahit Z pa yan, kahit tuldok pa yan, have the same width. Meaning, pareha sila ng space. Lahat. Walang maliit na na pahaba, wala na parang width, wala ring maliit. So same sila. Mostly sa mga ganitong typeface guys, you can use it in your website kasi it's much readable. But most of this typeface is used in code editors, no? If you're a programmer, your fonts probably used, always used, no? So code editor is monospace. Kasi if you are not using monospace guys in your code, baka iba na yan. So kasi it's not always readable basta hindi monospace. Another is script, no? Or handwriting. So script guys, if you haven't know, is just a type of handwriting, no? Handwriting is a font na parang imitates the human hand, or parang yung ginagawa ng yung tao, right? So for this one, it's like cursive na font, but handwriting can also be Comic Sans. Yeah, parang mga clumsy na mga writing. Yeah, parang ginawang font. You can literally turn your handwriting guys into fonts, no? May tool for that. So it's one thing na So we have also, lastly, we have display, right? Display guys are more on typefaces na similar width, similar stroke, or yung ganito, yung gaano to kalapad. So they have similar in that, and they usually have only one in the family, right? If you have a display type font guys, most probably they are all nag-iisa lang sila sa pamilya nila. Wala silang italics, wala silang bold na fonts, wala silang thin, mga thick na fonts. Yun, nag-iisa lang sila kasi mostly for display siya. So that is the 6 types, no, of fonts. And then let's discuss the font family, weights and styles, right? So typeface is the core guys. Different weights and styles is the extension of the design, right? So together, of course, yung nga sabi ko, they form a family, right? So that is So the most basic family guys usually contains 4 variations, no? We have 2 upright weights and 2 matching italic styles for each. So what does mean by 2 upright weights? It's regular and bold, right? And then two matching italic styles is still regular and bold, but italics. Right? I know, I'm sure na alam nyo na yung ano yung italics, right? Parang sila yung font na parang nag Michael Jackson, yung parang naka-tilt konti. So sila yun na mga fonts. I mean na mga styles. For example, this one, it's called font weight, no? We have different font weight in here, and then we have different thickness. This is the weight. This is called weight. Yung gaano pa kaano yung ano. And then we have italics, right? Ano yung title? Nakalimutan ko. Weights and styles. So italics is this one. This one is a normal, guys, and then this one is an italic, right? So we have regular and bold, and then similar but then regular and bold but in italics. So that is what makes a font family, guys, no, or a typeface family. So both, guys, both upright na style and italics. That's the ano, guys, by the way, that is the opposite of italics, upright na type. So both of our ways na to emphasize text, no, but the main thing about bold and italics is they use for emphasis, right? If you want to emphasize something, you should use it, no. But if you are using it as an emphasis, guys, you should always just use it as an emphasis, no. Don't use it in one page as an emphasis, then on another page a different thing. Like for example, a sentence, right? Kasi it defeats the purpose, no, of visual difference in terms of fonts. Visual difference is we should apply fonts in ways na we give the reader, or we present the point we want to give the reader, no, effectively. That is. Now, for lastly, sa topic natin is the anatomy of a typeface, right? Alam nyo ba yung different types ng ano, guys, ng typeface, no? There actually yun nga, there are different types, anatomy types of different anatomy of a typeface, right? Typeface that are selected for this style, guys, legibility, readability, are the ones that is most effective now when using the typography principles we have just mentioned. So first is baseline, right? To anyone who haven't know what is baseline, guys, it's the invisible line, no? Upon yung mga line of text na parang doon sila nakapatong, parang nakapantay sila dito lahat ilalim, right? So that is the baseline. So it's basic to understand, guys, no? This is all just 10, guys. 10 lang naman to. And then we have cap height. So the opposite of baseline is cap height, which is basically the height, right, of the capital letters, right? Flat capital letters, guys. It is the height, not the lowercase letters, guys. Although not the lowercase letters, guys, but the capital letters na height, right? So that is cap height. Every different typeface has a cap height. That's why you see here, Andy, kahit sobra siya, it's not considered a cap height kasi ang cap height is yung sa capital letters, kasi mostly sa capital letters is pantay lang. Unlike sa mga lowercase letters. And another is hex height. Now, hex height is the height of the lowercase letters, which is yung maliit na letters, not the larger letters, right? But as you can see, sa D dito, it's not considered a typeface. It's not considered a X height. Similar na hindi kinonsider dito sa baseline, sa Y. Kasi yun nga, it follows the most na mga letter case, which is A, B, C, D. Usually they don't have tails, no? So they follow that X height follow it, no? So it makes it more legible, right? So another is ascenders and transcenders. So what is ascenders and transcenders? Ascenders and transcenders, guys, is an invisible line above the cap height. Descenders, which is this one below the baseline, and then ascender lines above the cap height, right? This lines, guys, is affected by line height. We will know what is line height. Malalaman nyo rin yan, so for those who doesn't know. But just remember about ascenders and descenders kasi it's one of concept na kailangan natin malaman. So, this is the right to use it in the right context. Then waste, we already mentioned it. Light, regular, medium, and then bold. And then we have also black, right? Kasi black is much more bigger than bold. So, yeah, this is weights. And then we have letter spacing. Letter spacing, guys, is, as the name suggests, implies, is the spacing between letters, right? It in some terms, guys, it also called tracking, right? If you use a library like Tailwind CSS, you may be confused saan hanapin yung class na letter spacing. It's actually called tracking, no? So that is the uniform adjustment of space between sa mga letters in a piece of text, right? So that is actually, guys, sa mga malaki na mga sizes, mga type sizes like headlines, right? You should use tighter yung not too much na letter spacing, no? Kasi much more readable siya. Ewan ko, siguro actually I have read this one alang kasi dapat headlines is have tighter letter spacing, right? Kasi I don't know why, but it's probably improved readability. So that is letter spacing, basically yung spacing ng letters. So we have line height. So this one is the one that affecting the ascenders and descenders, guys, no? Line height controls the amount of space between lines of text, right? We have this first line, second line. So what is the different what is line height between this one? So for me, guys, in Figma, when I have a sentence na result in multiple lines, I use 150% no of line height kasi it's my standard. Although kasi much more readable siya kaysa sa yung default na 100%. 150 is my 160, but other than that, I don't use anything, no, kasi yun yung I try to make a standard din, but without redefining the wheel naman. So it's more of a preference, you know. So that 8 is type alignment. You already know this, guys, like left, center, right, and then justify, no. It's the alignment of text, right? If you have left, all text will state in here. If you have right aligned, all of these text will be pantay here, and then we have centered, which is all of the text will be centered sa gitna, and then we have justify, which is distributing the space to the available space, no? I mean distributing the letters to the available space of the text. So that is. And then, of course, decorations, right? We have 4 decorations, guys. I am in 3. Underline, you already know that. Overline, and then line through, right? So that is other underline is of course ilalim. Overline, of course, sa taas is called overline. We have line through, which is sa gitna. So parang based on the position lang rin yung naming. So no other line, of course, yung walang line. And then of course, lastly, we have letter case, right? We have uppercase, lowercase, we have capitalize. Capitalize, guys, is literally every first letter of a word in a sentence is capitalized, right? It's more on for a title, no, than a paragraph. Kasi in terms of paragraph, if you're submitting an essay, you will be marked na mali. Kasi you should not be using again English na mga topics like that. So that is letter case. So the purpose of typography, guys, as we have mentioned this night, is to equip you with the knowledge, no. You'll need to choose and use the type with a purpose, right? So that is the purpose of typography. We basically just go through, no, sa mga basic terms. At least we have known something na most designers really that didn't know. So that is one thing na remember. So remember, guys, applying typography and choosing a typeface, guys, is just as important when you chose a color, right, or a style guide for a design. It always ano. That's why if you're doing a portfolio, guys, yun nga, sabi ko nga, research, always research. Don't be lazy in researching what is the best type for that kind of purpose, right? Or if you don't like research, then if it's a choice naman, you can use your personal preferences, right? But again, always apply the principles of typography. Actually, there are so many, no, na kailangan malaman, but we will be summarizing that on next sessions natin kung ano yung kailangan nyo malaman about typefaces and typography na parang guidelines nyo rin when you're designing, right? Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Just follow what the designer giants already is doing, right? So that's basically it, guys. No? That's basically everything we will be tackling tonight. Actually, madali lang naman siya talaga. It's not a difficult topic. Kasi, yun nga, I aim this for beginners then. So, yun. Yun yung mga topic natin for the first, ano. It's actually just an introduction. So, if you have questions, guys, send nyo. Anything na question, not only in, in font, of course. Make sure na font rin, but if you have other questions naman, other thing, feel free, guys, no? Send nyo lang yung questions nyo sa chat natin. We'll address that. And, yun nga, sabi ko nga, by this week, we will be posting about our mentorship session, internship program. So, if you're interested then, na to apply, right, you will know ano yung mga kailangan gawin. So, apply kayo para at least we will be considering your your applications. So, yun yung for tonight, guys, no? Thank you so much of you. Hopefully, you've learned. May questions pa ba, guys? Okay, ano? Actually, guys, no? Break muna tayo for web development natin. So, for siguro mga ilang weeks rin, walang web development. So, break muna siguro dyan. Sayang naman. Pero, yun nga, because of some things, wala muna sigurong web development. But, the game development naman is still continuing. The game development, it will continue naman. Although, if you are accepted in ano tawag niyan? Nakalimutan. In internship program, we'll be giving you an exclusive training naman for design na actually we have things na i-share that we do not mention in this talaga in terms of strategies to design or something like that. So, yun. Only UX design na lang and game development. And siguro rin, guys, baka I will move this session then on Friday. Let's see. We'll update. Malalaman nyo rin. We will be updating that. So, sabi ni John Paul, oh no. Okay lang yun, John Paul. Hopefully, in the future, we will be mabalik natin yung web development. But yun nga, for now, wala muna siguro. So, any questions, guys? Meron ba bang mga questions? Saan yung mga questions you guys sa chat natin? And yun thank you kay John Paul, no? Yung sa pag-mention sa mga errors. And then, yung sabi ni John Paul, delete daw mo sugot si Jasper. So, ewan ko ba nito joke lang guys there are just things na kailangan pang kailangan pang i-change talaga. So, yun. Though, send po nga pala kayo rin ng attendance, guys. So, of course, doon pala. Ma'am? Sige, so ano kayo guys, mag-send kayo ng attendance, no? sa ano natin, sa yung sa channel na ano tawag na attendance. Ilang mag-send ako doon ha. I mean call attendance. Let's call it ano typography but with faces. Wow. So yan. I've sent guys no typography but with faces na ano attendance natin. So send you guys. And yung sa concern ni John Paul, as much as possible guys na if ma-send sa inyo, meet nyo kaagad talaga kasi ma-expire talaga yan, no? So as much as possible na pag-send pa lang ni Ma'am Chi sa inyo ng minting links nyo, meet nyo agad para di masayang. So yun. Although wala ka we will know naman talaga if you have attended kasi may attendance naman kahit wala kayong minting links. So yun. Send you guys no. Send nyo lang sa call attendance. So that's for me tonight guys no. By announcement pa ba Ma'am Karen?
So, yeah, once again, guys, thank you and good evening. So, as JM mentioned, we will be postponing muna yung ating mga web development sessions, no? And still, we're going to have the UI UX and the game development. So, stay tuned and we hope to see you pa rin sa mga calls. And also, we will try our best to have like a regular community call. Yung mga Web3 calls din natin, no? So para mas marami tayong activities within our community. And with that, we also like to remind you guys to invite your friends or classmates or teammates that are interested in learning about Web3 and eto mga development stuff.
Yes.
So we can invite them to join Cave Guild. And also yun nga sa internship maybe this week we can already post kung ano yung internship natin and what are the requirements and how to apply. So for those who are interested, stay tuned lang, no? Of course, we will drop all those updates on our social media and here. And ano pa ba? Yun, don't forget to also drop your attendance to get your po-up. And once you receive your minting link, make sure to mint them. And if you don't know how, you can ask si Chi. She will give you the step-by-step guide on how to mint the po-up. And what else? Ano pa ba guys? Since wala naman din kayong tanong kay JM. So yeah, we're really hoping that you're getting value on these sessions and that you're actually learning and applying what you've learned no sa mga ginagawa niyo, especially this sa design sa UI UX, not only for the aspiring UI UX designers no, but these things that you are learning, you can actually apply it in any basta including design, diba? Like typography, you can apply those.
Yes.
So yeah, apply those learnings pa ba. And yun, tackle yung course dun sa sa Web3 education. So if you're really eager to learn and immerse in Web3, of course, you have to do your assignment, no? Do your part by researching, and you have all these resources as a supplementary material no for your learning. So, punta kayo sa Cave Guild na Facebook page kasi daily may contents doon. even sa mga channels natin dito sa Discord, we also have mga channels wherein we drop yung mga crypto or Web3 news, yung mga prices ng cryptocurrencies, stuff like that. So, yun, gamitin nyo, utilize it. I guess that's it for me tonight. So, once again, thank you so much, no, as always, JM, for taking the time to impart your knowledge and skills on UI UX, and also thank you so much for our participants for joining, and hopefully talaga na ma-apply nyo yung mga learnings nyo sa job nyo or sa school, or whatever you are doing. So that's it for me. And if you don't have questions, guys, or anything else, then we can call it a night and hope to see you on our next session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys. Salamat. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.